Good morning, students of ninth standard. We are again back with history and political science, and we are ready for the first semester lessons. So, in that, we have the three lessons we have covered. This is the fourth lesson, that is known as economic development. Economic development means development in the field of economy. Economy means money. So, how the development has taken place economically of our country, we shall see over here. Okay, we are going to study India's economic policy in this chapter. That includes a study of the mixed economy where the private as well as the government sector are involved. 5 year plans and their success and failures, nationalization of banks, 20-point program, mill workers strike, and especially the new economic policy of 1991. These are the topics which are going to deal in this lesson. Mixed economy. Brainstorming about the kind of economy we would adopt after independence started much before India got independence. Our Prime Minister Pandit Nehru adopted the middle path rather than taking recourse to any extremes. Some countries had adopted capitalism, means giving more importance for profit, investment of money, while some had adopted socialism where society is taken into consideration, welfare of the people is very taken into consideration, and there is no more profit. Each type of economy had its own advantages. In a capitalist system, the means of production are privately owned. In a socialist economy, the means of production are owned by the state in the name of the society. A mixed economy works both in the private and the public sector. In order to achieve economic development of modern India, we give preference to a model of mixed economy. We can see three parts in this kind of economy. First is public sector. The industries in this sector are completely under the control and management of the government. For example, production of defense equipment. Second is private sector. The industries in this sector are owned by private industrialists. Of course, the government supervises and controls them too. For example, consumer goods. Third, joint sector. In this sector, some industries are owned by private industrialists while some are run under government management. For mixed economy to run smoothly, there is a need for coordination between the private sector and the public sector. This system aims at maximization of production and popular participation on a large scale. An effort has been made in this system to bring together the good aspects of both the capitalist and the socialist system. A mixed economy cannot ignore the profit motive, entrepreneurship, discipline, time bound planning, etc. A mixed economy also naturally tends to give priority to national interest. Long term development is stressed upon with priority. The industries like defense, scientific research, education, roads, railways, waterways, seaport, and airport development require huge capital investment, but the returns in these areas are delayed. Not many private industrialists are keen to invest in these areas. In such a situation, the government has to take the initiative. Thus, India adopted the mixed economy model and 5 year plans and started off on its path of development. The industrial policy of 1973 increased the speed of development. Priority was given in this policy to control the influence of heavy industries, industrial families, and foreign industries and remove the imbalance in regional development. The government focused on the development of small scale industries and cottage industries. Government also started paying more attention to the cooperative sector. 5 year plans. The colonial power had exploited India economically. The country faced severe problems like poverty, unemployment, population growth, low standards of living, low productivity of agriculture and industries, and backwardness in the fields of knowledge. Science and technology. Planning was essential to solve these problems. India established the Planning Commission in 1950 with Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as its chairman. It formulated India's 5 year plans that included rural and agricultural development, balanced industrialization, provision for a minimum standard of living, and economic development. Consistent with democratic ideals, it focused on people's participation and individual development in the formulation and implementation of the 5 year plans. Fundamental principle of planning. A general principle of planning is the proportionate distribution of the resources of a country and the appropriate use of the human resources to fulfill the needs of the people. Goals of plans. The general goals of the economic planning of India are as follows: increase in the national income. Second, bring about rapid industrialization by focusing on the basic industries. Third, bring about an increase in agricultural production so that the country becomes self sufficient in food grain production. Fourth, use the human resource in the country optimally by making increasing employment opportunities available. Fifth, remove the inequality in earnings and wealth. Sixth, maintain stable prices of commodities. Seventh, bring the growth in population under control of family planning. Eighth, improve the standards of living by eradicating poverty. Ninth, develop social services. Tenth, make the economy self sufficient. First 5 year plan 1951 to 1956. The expenditure in this plan was primarily on agriculture, social development, irrigation and flood control, sources of energy, rural and small industries, heavy industries and minerals, transport and communication, education and health. This plan consisted of measures to lay the foundations of planned economic development. Second 5 year plan 1956 1961. This plan had ambitious goals of industrialization. Iron and steel industries at Durgapur, Bhilai, and Raurkela, chemical fertilizers plant at Sindri, rail engine factory at Chitranjan, factory of railway bogies at Perambur, shipbuilding factory at Vishakhapatnam, and other heavy industries were set up in the public sector. Huge dams like Bakranangal, Damodar, etc., were built to make water available for agriculture. It led to increase in the national income. Third 5 year plan. This plan was aimed at bringing about a balance in industries and agriculture. The other goals of the plan included increase in national income, heavy industries, development in transport and mineral industry, elevation of poverty, and to expand the opportunities for employment. After the third 5 year plan, three 1 year plans were implemented 1966 to 1969. This was a period of intense famine. Due to the invasion by China and war with Pakistan, the government had to focus on defense rather than development related tasks. Also, the famine required the government to undertake measures to tackle the effects of famine. All these issues stressed the Indian economy greatly. Now, these are the 5 year plans. You see the first 5 year plan, second 5 year plan, third 5 year plan, fourth 5 year plan, till ninth 5 year plans are there. So, we shall go to the fourth 5 year plan, and each 5 year plan takes into consideration certain issues, and they deal in that 5 year plan, they deal with that issues and try to bring about change. Now, in the fourth 5 year plan, what is there? We shall see. Fourth 5 year plan 1969 to 1974. The intentions behind setting the goals of this plan were that India should become self-reliant, Atmanirbhar. Government should develop the basic industries, increase the speed of economic development, and pay attention to establishing a socialistic pattern of society. 14 major banks in the country were nationalized. This plan did not succeed as expected. The economy had to bear the burden of the Bangladesh war. The expenditure over the refugees had to borne as well. The Indian economy suffered due to the pay raise of government and railway servants and rise in the prices of petrol in the international markets. This is the fourth 5 year plan. Remaining plans, which I'll see in the next class. Thank you.